All right, guys, today me and Doodles is out. Oh, Maggie. We have the Haven Tent, hammock tent. Now, I was just gonna run out here and set it up, and now I'm thinking, where am I gonna set it up? I have these two really good sized trees here, but as you can see that branch on the ground, if you can see it over there, they tend to drop some, well, I think it's just maybe that one. Big branches. Also right now these guys is dropping a bunch of acorns, like a pile of acorns. Very strange acorns. They are all about yay size. Super tiny. If anybody knows what these are, let me know. Pretty good sized tree. But yeah, it's got a lot of little, not quite widow, well, I guess if it fell and like stabbed into you, widowmaker. It's one good thing you want to look for. That tree definitely no bueno. This tree's got that one and whatnot. So one thing to think about, and I'm not sure how long the straps are. I did order extra straps on Amazon, 10 footers, 10 foot each. So I saw 20 footers, but it'd be pretty heavy, but it'd give you a lot of extra. Like where I'm at now, between, you know, you got that one and that one. That's a good distance. And then like between this one, that one, that one, and that one. That one would probably be viable if you had big straps, because that tree is pretty big around. So is that one. So it's a very interesting unboxing, I should say, because now I'm wondering where we should set up. I do think I know one spot. Haven said that if you can set it up in your backyard to test it, and if you don't like it, you can send it back. It's only like $5. So we're gonna do a backyard setup to test it out. I do have a trip coming up pretty soon, a couple weeks, the Walls of Jericho. This tent you can set up, if you have 2 trekking poles, you can set it up as just a regular tent. It's an air mattress and all that, but I don't like laying on the ground. So I headed up past the pool here, and I got 2 trees. If Doodles would stop getting me tangled up. I got 2 trees right here. And these got tiny branches, so if it falls on you, it ain't gonna be that bad. Forgive the mess, I'm still cleaning this. It's technically a pond in here. I'm trying to clear it out. Started over here and clearing it all out. Get all the garbage, everything out, and rebuild the pond. So, but I think we'll try it right here. We'll set you up. It's a fairly nice day. It's a fairly nice day, but GoPro overheats a lot. So hopefully she doesn't overheat that much. Come here, Doodle. All right, I got the tent. It is in here. Not sponsored. They did say send a link and they want to check it out. So if you guys are checking it out and you want me to try some of your other hammock tents, let me know. I can do a review, because I got woods all over, which I'm in the middle of clearing out them woods, keeping the trees, clearing out underbrush. Well, here it is. One thing that is kind of odd to me is the strap. It's uneven. It's like on a weird angle. You got this big gap and then tiny gap, tiny gap. So it kind of sits off to a weird angle. But no big deal. It's going to be... Here's the air mattress. From what I can tell, the air mattress is its own inflation sack. I don't have a pump right now. I might get the flex tail. We'll see. And here's the tent. I also got the tarp. I probably should have got the woodland. The digital is kind of odd. It's a weird digital, but trademarks and all. But I'll give you some specs here. What is on here? It says the hammock is 2 pounds 15 ounces. Tree straps are 5. Guy. Oh, guideline. It says guy lines. G-U-Y. Is this supposed to be guy line? I don't know. I thought it was guidelines. And stakes is 5 ounces. The 20D rainfly is 1 pound, which I don't know, I can't tell it's a pound, but I guess it's a pound. Air mattress is 2. So a tad heavy, but not bad. Here's the hammock. Holds up pretty good. I did see they have an ultralight one, which it's getting wintertime here. Now here's your bag. I'll put it over there. See, wintertime here right now is 80, 81. But we're doing that weird thing where we'll be 45, 50 in the morning, 80. Such a high influx of temperature. Kind of poops, or I should say one or the other. Here's our spreader bars. I'm just gonna put things together. Boom. I did not get the carbon fiber ones. I just got the regular aluminum. So you could probably save yourself a tiny bit of weight there. Just tree straps. That'll be the next thing I'm looking for. Yeah, see, tiny tree straps. So that's the main thing. I've did a little bit of research. People say the tree straps are not big enough. That's also why I chose these trees. Tiny. Not sure how much space I need in between. Normal stride is about 3 feet. So we got 3, 6, come on, 9 feet roughly right here. They are hanging out over this stumpy, sticky area. So if my fat ass falls through the hammock, we're gonna probably get stabbed. Yeah, they're pretty short. I'm gonna say 6 foot something, roughly around 6 foot. That's probably not that good. That's why I ordered extras. I want to be able to have options because I've never been where I'm going hiking, never been to, so I don't know how close the trees are or whatnot. Whoa, keep slipping on the leaves, they are slippery. So I'm gonna get this hung up. Get out of there, Doodles. Out. Oh, get out of there. I don't want to dig it around in that, I don't know what it's in there. But these straps are nice, seems like they'll help the tree. They seem pretty thin. The webbing is pretty strong. I'm just gonna put it there. I left all the loops here on this side. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 8 loops with these small trees. So that'll give me a lot of options on that. This is a real small tree here. Still sturdy. It's some kind of oak, water oak or something. So it's a hefty tree. I'll put it up as high as I can reach. Boom. All right. Now the one guy, I guess the owner or whoever is like, yeah, you can set it up in 5 minutes. But he set it up a lot of times. So I assure you this will take longer than 5 minutes with me. Here's the tent. Oop. Let's get a little extra strap there. Now, I hate undoing these because I'll never get it back like this. Oh, the carabiners aren't on here. Should be 2 carabiners, 1 for each side. There's 1. And I think I feel the other one. Okay. Then there's a few round tent pegs. Or not round, they're more octagon. Pretty light aluminum. That's for your storm fly, rain fly, where you can stake it out. I bought a DD tarp. I don't know metric. I think it's like 3 meter by 3 or 3 meter by 3 meter. It's a good size. My plan is to run another line across the trees, up and over, give me a decent area, because around here, our winter, we start to get it's a wet winter usually. Right now in the fall, we're pretty dry. So then we really don't get no leaves changing, unfortunate. They just turn to a yellowish brown, fall off, because it's dry for a long time. Alright, the carabiners. These ones don't have a screw thing or nothing. I guess because you're not climbing or anything. Says not for climbing. Whatever 12 kilonewtons is. I think KN is kilonewtons. So I don't know. So one, I'm just gonna put a few loops up. Just because I don't want it hanging on the ground. Oh yeah, we may have to, I'm gonna put it all the way loops up here. I'm off to this way a little bit. I don't think it really matters as long as we ain't rubbing on the tree. I'm gonna bring it up more. Boop, boop. Oh yeah, because now we're touching some sticks on the ground. What is that? Oh yeah, this is the newer one. I've seen people showing the safari one where it has this strap here where you're gonna lay your head. Let's bring it in, let's bring it in. As you can see, we're out over that, so that was a nice little water in here. It'd be pretty cool. But here's this. This is where you're gonna lay your head, and this strap goes underneath and around the other side. So if you wanna be reclined, or would it be reclined? Yeah, reclined up a little bit. You're gonna pull this tighter. It'll pull up on this, and it'll raise you up. So, I guess technically, if you were facing downhill a tiny bit, you could self-adjust with this. We got mosquito netting, which is nice. You see, that's almost too close. Like I said, I never hammock camp. I'm not 100% how to choke on these straps. Choke up on them. I could probably come around the other way and use one of these loops to go through, but it's okay. Oh, and it's got a vent system at the end. Okay, let's get the spreader bars in. We'll get you over here. I do like the green. I mean, everybody likes bright colors for camping and stuff, but I'm hammock camping, I'm camping. I kind of chill out and blend in. Maybe give nature, you know, birds will come and hang out with you, I don't know. All right, where are the zippers? Does it make sense? Okay. So it makes sense they put them this way where your head's gonna be, because that's where you're gonna lay down. Zipper feels good. It's a hair small, but it's not bad. All right, there's little pockets up in here. I'm gonna try this out. I imagine the first time doing this is gonna be, I fit in the pocket, it's not too bad. We may have to move to a different spot. Okay. Starting to take shape. I see there's a hefty strap right here in the center. Looks like there's a loop, 2 loops on each side. You got pockets on both sides. It looks like it's sort of set up universal. I'm gonna loosen it up. Sort of set up universal. What's this? A little bit of thread. Setup universal is the pocket ways. Technically you could lay whichever way, but then you got your adjustment strap. Since we got so much room, I'm gonna go check real quick and see if I can move on down that way, so I'm not sliding down the hill, because yeah. All right, so this is something to consider too when you buy one. Where to set up. Now see the straps that come standard. So I'm here in Alabama. I do have some big trees right here. For the most part, there's not really huge trees. Some pine trees in the back, they're decent size. These are kind of abnormally bigger, I guess, because they're kind of cleared around and it's in my yard. But the straps is not good enough. Luckily, I have another carabiner. Just made it with that hooked to here. Problem is though, I used the ratchet strap. A big old ratchet strap for this side. Could not get around that. Oh, and Haven Tent, if you're watching, you might want to come up with like a, I don't know how to explain it, something that will stick to the tree where you can put your strap piece on, walk around, and grab the other end. I sat there for like 5 minutes trying to throw it around to myself and catch the other end. So if you had some kind of Something that would stick to bark, like a, I don't know, you guys can test it, but it might not be a bad idea for hammock camping, especially if you got wide and big trees. But yeah, guys, think about giving a few more feet, maybe 5 feet. You could have 2 different options, you know, your lightweighter option and then a bigger option. But anyway, here we are. I got it set up. I put the head down this way. Now the ground goes uphill, so it feels like I'm on an angle, but I don't know if I am. Could be. I do have some camp lights that I bought a long time ago, little battery flashlight lights, because I see people run some lights along this part. It's interesting. I don't know yet. Because like I said, I'm going to run a guideline and a whole tarp up over to give me an area. And then I heard there was a thing that you can hang under here, optional, I don't know. So let's get the air mattress out. Yep, not the air mattress. So yeah, it was a little detour. That's one thing I really didn't think about a whole lot either was, okay, we got the little tag here. I did not buy the more expensive pad. This is just the standard pad, the XL insulated. Then they had one that was like a lot more beefier, but you know, I already got like almost 400 in it, so I'm not. I'll upgrade eventually. This says 2 pounds and 6 ounces. Yeah, maybe. But here's your bag. This is going to be your inflation bag and a carry bag. Oh, I got a little tie. There we go. So we'll get it out of here. Which I may get the flex tail. What's the 0, whatever. We got some little bungee straps or whatever. I don't know if this has a head or feet. I'll lay this in here. I'll give you the dimensions because I think a standard sleeping bag is what sleeping pad is probably like 20 inches or something. This one is 82.5 by 30 by 4 inches. Or centimeters, we got 210, 76, 10 centimeters. So it's a little wider than normal. I think if you don't get the XL one, no wait, how? This sack is they gave us a pair of patches. That's nice. I just ordered some. Is it tenacious tape or something like that? I can't remember, for repairing things. I've never used one of these things. I've never really used the air mattress anyway. I've always just laid on the ground. But as you get older, you just don't want to lay on the. You don't want to lay on the ground. I don't want to lay on the ground. This has some threads-ish looking things. There we go. Supposed to be able to. I'll get that blowed up because that's going to take a while. Or I may just go get the Milwaukee air pump. Now I'll try that. I want to try to see how it is. In case I decide just to use that instead of the pump, which I doubt it. Because I think the Flextail 0 will just fill that up in like less than a minute. This will probably take me 5 or 10. It's getting hot, unfortunately, but let's get the air mattress done. Then we'll take a look. We'll take a little walk, a lay. You know, I see a lot of people do a review. They set it up and look at it and go, yeah, it's pretty good. But they don't get in it. So we'll get in it. I don't know how, like I feel a plasticky part in here. It looks like they are seam sealed. Maybe I'll throw a little sheet in case I do have to set up on the ground, which you would just, let's see, where's up under here? I guess the loop here, you would put trekking pole or a pole in there and then tie out, you know, you'd have 2 ropes going out. And you probably need 2 on each side. You probably need 3 ropes just to keep it from wanting to fall over. And then you would have your mosquito netting and then your rain cover. Yeah, it's a fairly large pocket right there. I guess that's your cell phone pocket. Everybody has their cell phone. And then another pocket looks like about glasses wide. So, and you could probably also bring something to hang on here. So, all right, be right back. Oh yeah, a reason to use that bag or a pump is because if you're camping and it's real cold and you're using your breath and blowing in the air mattress, the humidity, moisture in your breath will go in your air mattress and make it real poops. So it'll diminish your insulation value. So my plan is they do have a cover that goes over this, insulating cover, and I may get one of them thin, what is it? One of them sit pads, real thin pads, all the ultralight hikers use just as a mat, but I'll probably get that to run under it to insulate. It's a bottom quilt, I don't know. We don't get that cold, I don't believe. I'm still hunting a sleeping bag. I think in Zen Bivy, you should be able to put it on this mattress and it's nice and foofy, so we'll see. Expensive, that's my problem. It's like as much as a tent. But I guess if you get quality stuff and it stays around a while, that's good. Now to me, I haven't been around ultralight stuff and all that, and this feels a little thin, but again, I don't really know. We'll find out. Hopefully not in a hard, bad way. But all right, let me get this blown up. It's like a double liner there. One thing that may annoy me about this thing is I guess the mat's insulated, so it's gonna crinkle. It might drive me crazy. Didn't take that long. A couple minutes. Most people do make bigger sacks though. Which this thing does have this inside. Is that for like bigger? Oh. I'm trying not to tear up the tag in case I have to. Alright, it's on there pretty tight. It's a pretty good size air mattress, honestly. Now let's see. Dang. I'll get her all in here. I guess I could have went this way a little bit more. Oh wait. Huh, okay. So there's little corner tabs. Keeps it arched up, okay. Let me show you. I don't know if this is by design or not, but there's like a little corner tab in each four corners where it kind of just slides into. I mean, I'm sure I could top this off a lot more, like inflate it more. So, one thing I'm probably gonna do is cut me a piece of Tyvek or find me a little 4-foot square or whatnot where I can set it down. And I don't want to get too much dirt. Now I see they left this pretty thin right here, which is pretty neat. Oh shit. I guess the bungee strap gives a lot, or the ratchet strap. So man, I'm gonna have to choke up on this a good bit. Oh dang it. It's gonna be hard to kind of choke up on it for me. See, I've never used one of these, so you get to learn with me. My problems. Everybody posts a perfect video of them perfectly doing it. Alright, we're probably gonna have to go higher with this strap if I was to guess, because we're gonna sag a little bit because the nylon's gonna stretch. Oh, okay. You know, I was a skeptic because I'm about 220 and it is laying pretty flat. Let's get a bit of tension right there on the spreader bars though. It's not bad there. Actually, the air mattress is pretty quiet. It's not really crinkling. And once I have I might put a cover. I'm still not 100% my sleep system, which I got to figure it out soon. I'm leaning towards Zen Bivy. It has a sheet that goes on, and it has sides that come down where you hook your quilt into, and then you can turn. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. We'll have to figure that part out, but okay. Yep. Now, my question is, say it's raining, it's going to be raining. Can we put our rain fly on and leave it kind of on, so when we go to set up, we can just hook into our straps. Our rain fly will be over it. Of course, then, you know, we'll have to throw our brain fart. We'll have to throw our air mattress in and everything, but we'll have it. All right, there's the little double loop dealie. So that is definitely one of the ends. This is super thin. I guess they make a heavier one. Okay. I'm gonna have to disconnect. Ah, great. We got some Jeep people with their loud, stupid music. These people are old too, and they're just blasting this crap. Like, confuses me on that. Maybe they just can't hear good, so yeah, I don't get the point of that. Ooh, I got got a problem with this one. Let me show you there. All right, Haven. A little bit quality control. I got threads all hanging out. Oh yeah, it's not sewed together. All right. Nah, the stitching is all coming out. That's not good. See that? All right, I guess I'll let them know. I don't know if to do anything about it, but all right. So I feel like you could just leave this on. So these toggles for rolling it up. Hopefully it doesn't affect anything. Yeah, because the whole stitching is all coming out there. That really sucks. Anyway, I think you could just leave it in the carabiner and everything just like that. And then I think you could probably roll everything up, netting everything, stow it together. Still bummed about that. I mean, I guess this isn't the most expensive tent, but you spend a lot of hours working, you expect things to be decent. Okay. So yeah, and then you could use 2 trekking poles, stake her out, or tie some guidelines out and everything. I don't know. Oh yeah, it has a. Well, but that's for hooking it. Okay, it hooks onto this little bungee right here. You keep it from blowing up in the wind. Like, I see these loops up here, but I don't see. Where's it on this thing? Let's see. Huh. There's like a toggle up here on the tarp, like you could tie it off to something, but there's nothing. There's one right here in the middle. There's not a toggle here in the middle. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I feel like there should be a toggle on the end, or can you just, oh, no, because that's on the outside. Or would you have to bunch it up? Well, that wouldn't make any sense either. All right, well, I'm having a brain fart on that. I don't know how that hooks to the toggles on the tarp. Even though I'm kind of mad about the tarp now, because it's potentially gonna fall apart. And they sell that tarp for like 115 bucks or something. I don't even know. But so far, that's the only disappointment I've come across. Well, second, the the straps. I see people talking about how they can't zip this in because the zipper's all the way down here. Well, what you can do is bring your zipper halfway over, and then you can get in and then either reach over and get it or run your other zipper on over. And if you just drop that down, you got your little tiny corner here. I guess you got to reach through. You got to try to reach out and do that. I guess you have to figure out how to do it one-handed, I think. You'll have to, although you could do this, both ends, lift this up, maybe climb up inside, and then you have your hook right here where you can just hook it, boom. Might be the better bet. You know, just do your two ends, snake yourself up in there and hook your hook, and you're all in your little cocoon. And then what do we got here? So we got some vents. I don't really, is it vents? Yeah, there's a vent up there. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick because camera overheated again. I feel like it's not a bad tent. We'll film the trip when we go. We'll do a little thing on that. I'm not sure how to let the air out of this thing. Okay, you gotta hold the little, you open it up and there's a little valve thing. So, gonna attempt to get this back into the bag, which I don't know. But yeah, the tarp kind of makes me mad about that because, you know, like I said, expensive. So hopefully I can fix that. Maybe just get some glue or something. Like I said, I have that clear gear repair thing coming from Garage Grown Gear, alpaca socks, and a titanium poo trowel. Yeah, and I already got freeze-dried food, everything else. Wanted to get Alpha Direct or Alpha Hoodie and Alpha Pant, but I can never find them. Well, I can find them, but they're all extra small, and this is not going to fit me. I mean, it'll be like, well, hoodie will just be like right here and stuff. I'll have a yarmulke hoodie or something. So I'll just keep an eye on that, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how particularly good they are. It seems like they're pretty decent, so we'll give it a try. The leaves are changing a little bit, and it's going to get cooler, and we'll be out camping, and we'll try this out. See if we can film the trip. Like I said, it's the walls of Jericho, just like on the Alabama-Tennessee border. Some waterfalls and water and hiking. I do have longer straps coming because I would have been in trouble. I guess I would have been on the ground. We could have made it work, cut some sticks, you know. Just gotta improvise. So, all right guys, like and subscribe. Let me know if you have one of these tents and how's it holding up. And how good is their, I guess, warranty maybe? Would they warranty it? I don't know if they warranty if you just fell through the bottom, but it held me. It seems like the best thing to do is when you put the straps on the trees, as high as you can reach. You know, because straps and everything's gonna sag. Now my thing is, if it's kind of windy and them trees are kind of moving, is it gonna like rip the tent in half if it, well, I guess if they're moving that much. They might sway a little bit, so we'll see. Like I said, get yourself some longer straps. I kind of knew that coming in. They're just not here yet, and I just have no idea. You go on Amazon, there's like a million freaking. So I just grabbed, I think, 10 footers, and then I do have that carabiner. I might grab an extra, because I don't know how you could hook them together. Well, I do. You kind of loop it through, double loop. Okay, so yeah. But I like to have an extra carabiner, and the only thing I'm wondering about is, well, I guess if the rain got on there, it could run on down, but all right. I'm gonna leave all that set up. I'm gonna roll up the air mattress, you know, take spreader bars out. I'm gonna try to keep it together, so when I get there I can just set up, boom, you know, and I have this, boom, in case it's raining, because it probably will be raining. And like I said, I have the DD tarp. I can run an extra ridge line over, run my tarp, and then set up my shelter, because you don't want to be setting up and then just have water raining in on your tent, because then that'll be poopies. Being wet and cold ain't no fun. So like and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more hiking adventures, some more farm adventures. We're all over the place, aren't we? But keeps things interesting, you know. It's like one channel does one thing. We just pick acorns, and that's all we ever do. We should probably have 1 million followers on that. But oh, I'll catch you.